Last year, Colorado Springs set a new record for the number of lives lost in car crashes with 51. And El Paso County led the state in fatal crashes with 84. This list from CSPD shows the intersections with the most crashes in 2020. I-25 accounts for 8 of the top 10, making it by far the source of the most crashes. But for this report, we focused instead on locations not on the interstate that you might never have thought were some of the most dangerous in town.
Powers and Stetson Hills in northeast Colorado Springs was the top non-interstate location for crashes in 2020 with 47, averaging almost one every week. In 4 of those crashes, at least one person was hurt, but no one was killed. Number 2 is Fountain and Academy, the first of several along Academy. There were 40 crashes here last year, including this one in June that killed 2 soldiers from Fort Carson after their small sedan was left pinned under a semi-truck. Number 3 is less than a mile north, Airport and Academy, which happens to have a red light camera. There were 38 crashes here in 2020. 4 sent someone to the hospital, but none were fatal. There were 34 crashes at Austin Bluffs and Academy, which also has a red light camera, and 33 at Platt and Academy, including one deadly crash in January that killed a 19-year-old woman and left 2 others with serious injuries. This is Academy and Galley. It's number 6 on the list for the most crashes last year, but it's tied for first for the most fatal crashes. There were 2 here last year, both involving pedestrians. One of the victims, a 62-year-old man in a wheelchair.
No, I'm not surprised.
Gabriel Russo, who crosses here all the time, believes drivers are more distracted than ever.
You know, you never really know what's going through somebody's head or what they're thinking.
People are in a rush. People don't have the patience to want to do that. And this road, it kind of brings the worst out in people from time to time.
We should add that within our first 10 minutes at Academy and Galley, we witnessed 2 people, including Gabriel, crossing Academy without the right-of-way, and one was left stranded between cars speeding past in opposite directions. Then, less than 2 weeks ago, another pedestrian was killed on Galley just west of Academy when not using a crosswalk at night. Crossing without the proper signal is exactly what police believe happened in both fatal crashes here last year. We tested the crosswalk button and actually had to press it twice, but eventually got the all clear.
Any number is too many. These are individuals losing their lives.
Police Lieutenant James Sokolik says they don't just compile an annual list like this one, they do it every month, then pass along the findings to the commanders in each of the city's 4 patrol divisions and decide whether more officers are needed in those areas or whether the intersection itself could be improved.
Most of our intersections we've already gone through over time and looked at, see, is this an engineering issue? But we absolutely look at engineering and talk with engineering. Is there an engineering issue, and have a look at that. We talk with streets. Is there a signage issue?
Sokolik says whether car crashes kill 51 or 1, it's too many. But with more people arriving and driving every year, keeping that number down is harder than ever.
Now, in response to the rising number of traffic deaths, the State Patrol plans to beef up its presence along I-25 and other state roads, but it adds that in the end, it's really up to citizens to make a commitment on their own to drive safely in order to save lives. To see that full list of intersections, you can go to KRDO.com.